What's going on, everybody? Jason Watt, Bearded Dark Guy, back tonight, Tuesday. We have the Chainsaw, Joe Chaney, joining us again, taking on the Howler, Matthew Howells from Vancouver, out on the West Coast. How you doing, Matt?
Yeah, really good, Jason. Thanks.
Yeah, nice to have you in here, man. Thanks for joining us. I know that we've been working on you. Originally, we're scheduled to face Connor Martin tonight, but unfortunately, Connor couldn't make the call. So Joe Chaney, the Chainsaw, stepped in again tonight. So Joe, we definitely appreciate that as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Glad to be here.
All right, Matt. I know that maybe you have a couple questions prepared for Joe. We'll kind of kick it off that way. Let you ask the questions, and then once we get through those, we'll fire up the match here.
Yeah, for sure, Jace. I just want to start by saying thanks to Shot Darts and to you for hosting this, and of course Joe for stepping in at short notice. And I'm just really stoked for this opportunity. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's awesome that I was kind of worried about it at first because I actually reached out to Robbie Phillips immediately because Robbie's been on a few times and Joe was just on last night, so I was worried about Joe's availability because his schedule work. But yeah, definitely appreciate Joe jumping in because Robbie definitely couldn't make the call tonight. He has league play. So
Absolutely.
all right, Matt, I'm gonna let you ask a couple questions and then we'll get fired off here.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks again, Joe. So I've been playing darts for a little bit over a year now, and I'm finding my biggest issue is the math. Like, do you have any tips with the math and like memorizing the out shots, or like will this just come over time?
Well, one tip I could give you is to do basic mathematics on the scoreboard. Write down 501. No matter what you hit, write it underneath it. Draw a line, put your subtraction symbol if you need to. Cross out and carry over. And what it is it's memory. It's not that we're actually doing the math as it happens. We already remember what 45 from 501 is. So it's just a matter of getting it correct every time so that you remember it faster.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'll see.
it's not actually like a subtraction, which I thought Joe was gonna go to my 62 there, with two darts, but he's gonna let me live on this one. But yeah, it's actually if say you're on 108 and you hit triple 18, you already know that it leaves 54 without doing the math. It's just a natural thing that we know that's what it leaves. Or you hit triple 20, it leaves 48. So it's not actually the subtraction that's going on, and that's what a lot of people they think. Hey, I gotta subtract it in my head, and sometimes even on Joe's level or they still have moments where their first start goes somewhere that they never expected it to go, and there's a moment there where you just kind of space out and you're like, what am I on, or what do I do? So
Yeah, true that. But honestly, it's just like on a 74 shooting at the trip 14. I already know what the 33 leaves if I hit next door triple. I already know what 27 leaves if it hits the 9 next door. So
yeah,
all
Okay.
the math is already memorized. So again, it's about getting it right every time so that you remember it. Doing it wrong by guessing at the math is bad. So if you'll just do simple mathematics, draw the line on the board, um, and cross out, carry over.
Okay, awesome.
yeah. I
Sounds
mean
great.
that's where a lot of people learn. I mean that's the only downfall that I see to Dart Connect is that people are now losing um, that aspect of it, because they can just go up and type in 57 plus whatever they hit, and they really don't know what they're on. So that's
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
that's the only downfall that I see to Dart Connect on any level. I think what they've done is an awesome thing, but I also think that the new players coming into the game don't have that chalk and the chalkboard that I kind of grew up playing on, and that Joe definitely grew up playing on. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
all right, yep. So hopefully that answers your question, Matt. Now we can move on to the next one.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, guys. So yeah, the next one is about consistency. So sometimes like I can have a really good leg, but then like straight away the next leg, even though I'm not changing anything, the score just drops down. Like, is there any like tips or tricks to like focusing in on the consistency?
I don't think there's any tricks to it, but we practice to make our bad game better.
Yeah.
So obviously, more practice is what fixes the bad legs. Because we assure ourselves that we can by having the good legs. But then we get into those bad legs, and I think again that's just kind of a lack of practice. And then consciously we try to fix it.
Right. Okay.
But when we lose ourselves in a game, and really focusing on the triple, really focusing on the bullseye, we hit it. But that lack of practice, we miss a few, then we start consciously trying to throw the dart instead of just focusing on the target and naturally throw and release the dart.
Yes, it's Joe's getting pretty deep there with your conscious thinking versus subconscious, and I think a lot of people, I don't know, Matt, how familiar you are, how many books that if you read or not, but definitely a book that I pick up is called The Inner Game of Tennis, where it kind of talks about that. It talks about, it's based on tennis, but it talks about it's sports psychology, and it talks about how you train your mind to do these things. And like Joe says, the first time you start to struggle a little bit, you consciously think about it. Then you think about, what am I doing wrong, or am I holding my dart wrong, or is the flight not in the right position, or am I setting up incorrect? And once you get to that point, there's really no coming back from that until you can just shut your brain off and just go with what's natural. So
and do the focus, let the brain do it.
Almost has to almost need to numb your conscious thinking and just let your mind just take over, and you just naturally let it flow.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely say to pick that game up, or that book, and check it out and see what you think about it. There's another one also called With Winning in Mind, which was another one that I read where it actually talks about an Olympic shooter that shows up to an event and his gun doesn't make it on the plane, and he walks into the room and he says, "I'm winning anyway. Doesn't matter, what gun I have or whose gun I have." And he brought a gun, and they talking about the trigger pulls are different, everything's different, and these guys are shooting with in between heartbeats. They had to train themselves in between heartbeats to shoot the gun, and the guy goes on to win just because he was confident, and he was just confident in his ability and just had that right mindset. It's unbelievable, honestly.
That's awesome. It's a cool story.
Yeah. So, all right, Matt, you got another one for him?
No, I think that's good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
well,
awesome. Thanks, guys.
We definitely appreciate you coming on, Matt. Thank you for reaching out to the Shot Darts website to apply. And it looks like Joe's won the bull here, so we'll get you guys underway. Best of luck, guys. Shoot well, and game on.
Thanks, Jace.
Here we
Good
go.
luck, Matt, shoot him well, buddy.
Yeah, shoot well, Joe.
Here we go. Jeremy Jones, Todd Turner, Paul Saunders, Michael Raz, Todd Turner, David Ockgill, Eric Clark, Bernadine. How y'all doing?
45.
Thanks for tuning in here. Joe, once again, using those soft tip barrels. Big shout out to
140.
Look at this, 140. So maybe Matt's gonna. What up, Luke Emmons? How you doing? Joe Chaney, maybe
83.
E. Mac McClendon. Big 140 for
45.
Matthew Howells, kicking us off here from Vancouver, British Columbia. Looks like he's familiar with Mr. Paul Saunders. Hope you guys are having a good night. Thank you all so much for tuning in with us.
Let's go.
Big shout out to Shot Darts. Check out www.shotdarts.com for your nearest shot retailer.
36.
Hope you guys were able to tune in last night with our interview with the African warrior Devin Peterson. Definitely enjoyed that.
140.
Come on, Joe. I want to hear the maximum. Nathan Colston, Nathaniel, what's up, man?
41.
And the Clayton's in the house. Make sure you guys give us a thumbs up. Give us a like.
$45.
Yeah, Eric, it's definitely going to run the tips. They won't be able to be used in a soft tip board.
41.
He's actually going to Chicago this weekend to play some soft tip darts, and he's throwing just soft tip version,
32.
just to try to get prepared for that. So that's the reason why you're seeing that.
15.
Steel tip darts they're too heavy. I think 22 grams. I think he has an 18 or 20 gram soft tip.
Yeah, second dart.
Nice.
Second dart gets it done there. He's actually has soft tips in. He actually has a soft point.
Goodness.
So, to be fair, you don't need points for soft tip. Well, technically no. It can bounce out, but to be honest, you definitely need the point, because if you're hitting with the width of your barrel, it's definitely not as accurate. So you definitely want to use points.
140.
140 again. So the Howler, Matthew Howells, kicks off with two 140s here. Yeah, Joe's definitely the man. Missed the interview. Go back and watch it. I'm gonna be uploading it to YouTube as well as this.
26.
And our last Joe versus Pro. I think this is our last Pro versus Joe, or Joe versus Pro of this month. Probably be 2 coming at you in June. We're going to spread them out a little bit better. So, unfortunately, Connor couldn't make the call tonight, so I hope everything's good with Connor Martin, and hope to see him back here on the page soon enough. But Mr. Chainsaw needed some practice. Oh man, come on.
58.
Trying to fix this scoreboard.
43.
Chainsaw said he needs some practice, and he was all in. So here we are. Why couldn't you? You're not a shot pro, so yeah, you could definitely be a Joe. Why not?
66.
Have soft tip darts and put reflex on them, yeah. What's up, Brendan Jock? How you doing, buddy? Here we go. Here we go. Ah,
25.
Joe just can't do it. Come on, Joe. Chainsaw Chaney.
85.
When your dart wobbles because your hammerhead's loose. Yeah, man, hammerheads. I don't.
87.
You know, back in the round wire days, those were definitely the go-to.
73.
Tops for Joe Chaney for 2-0 here. If you guys would like to play on the stream and play one of the shot pros, check out shotdarts.com.
Yeah, third dart.
Nice, good finish.
Click on Pro versus Joe. You fill out an application, and if you are chosen to be on, they will reach out to you. It's Emma Williams and her team, the shot team, that do some fabulous stuff. Definitely appreciative of them.
60.
Isaac Crow in the chat. Hey Isaac, how you doing, buddy? Glad to see you in here. This will go to YouTube as well as the interview from Devin Peterson last night. Put that on there as well. And I did get the practice routine.
78.
Did get a practice routine from Mr. Peterson, so
60.
big shout out to Dev for coming on. Miss Emma for setting that up. Definitely appreciate that as well.
One hundo.
It's great to hear Matt's pumped up.
22.
Matt was really pumped up to play. Really energetic, wanted to come on. You want to see the beard? All right, I got you. My green screen ain't up, or I'd turn it on. I have it on. I just don't have it pulled up here. I'll show you my beard.
85.
Paul and David's applications got misplaced. Emma.
43.
The thing about those applications is I definitely
66.
had nothing to do with that. I asked the shot team to vet through those, and I think that she said there was over 500 applicants. So
Yeah, second dart.
Yeah.
second dart, Joe Chaney 3-0 now. So definitely have some patience if you haven't heard from him yet. 500 applications to come on is awesome. So thanks, Corey. I appreciate it, man. It's kind of took a little page out of the Joe Collin. The Joe Collin page, man. I like the Joe Collin jerseys, and kind of took a little page out of his.
64.
Not totally dislike his, but definitely inspired what I done.
85.
Go to shotdarts.com. I think there's a link there. Pro versus Joe, or Emma can drop it in the chat here.
50.
Emma, Isaac, or Joey, if they're in the chat, they can drop it in here, and you guys can click on that link and go directly to it. If you're here joining us, though, make sure to hit that like button. Let everybody know,
80.
or let me know that you're here. It's the only way that I know you're in here if you're not chatting it up with us. So,
125.
oh, Corey, 100%, man. My heart's on my sleeve, man. One sleeve, in memory of my son, and then the other sleeve, my family and my squad, as I call it, my wife and the other 4 kids. Here we go.
125.
Joe.
43.
Yeah, Gary, you never know, man. Never know. It's worth the shot to come on and fill it out. I think that. There you go. There's the link. Isaac dropped it in here. Thank you, Isaac.
57.
I mean, we're gonna continue to do this, so it doesn't
60.
stop here. It doesn't stop this year. We're gonna continue to do it. So definitely get those applications in. Hopefully you get to come on.
Yeah, third dart.
Third darty hits a bull on him. Single 20, single 14, bullseye. What do we say, Jax?
Bingo, baby, let's go!
That's right. Gives him a nice little bingo, baby. Let's go. What up? What up? I'm sure this was asked. Sorry if so. I got here. What's making Chaney's darts wobble?
50.
Joe is using soft tip, his shot soft tip signature dart. And
38.
the reason that he's doing that is because he's going to Chicago Bull Shooter this weekend to play soft tip, starting on Thursday. So he's practicing with those darts.
134.
I think his signature dart is 22, 23 gram steel tip, and his soft tip has to be 20 gram. So that's the reasoning behind that. He wants to practice with his soft tip to get ready for this weekend. Shows you the durability of the board, right? It's holding hasn't had a bounce out yet, so it's pretty awesome. They always say that they wear the board quicker because on where you screw it in, it's a little thicker than a steel tip point. So that's why a lot of people don't do it. But
80.
there it was. Finally, one bounced out, I think.
100.
97 here to go 5-0 up. Chainsaw. Trying to get in rhythm. Yeah, that's good. Tops now.
Yeah, third dart.
Third dart, yeah. Shot come together. We work together on this to give everyone an opportunity to play one of their pros. We have Robbie Phillips. We've had Tori Kewish. We've had Joe Chaney. We've had Connor Martin. We also
60.
potentially will have Raymond Smith on at some point, even though the time difference is really difficult to make happen.
57.
Yeah, it didn't make it to the board. I don't know what happened with that dart.
41.
Must have dropped it or something. Yeah, we want to bring the players together, give everyone an opportunity to play. I mean, Matt was pumped up to play Joe tonight, and that's what it's about. Sean, you gotta quit throwing bulls, man. Only thing you can't rotate's the bullseye.
70.
You gotta quit throwing them. Hundo. Yeah, if you don't personally know Joe Chaney,
180.
look at that.
Yeah.
Got Jax to come out, even though he was hidden in the screen there. Gotta move that.
94.
Do it again. So you can see that smiling face.
60.
So 180 for the Howler, Matthew Howells. Nice round. He's had a couple 140s here. Definitely
60.
showing his capabilities. 72 left. This is where he said he struggled in the pregame interview. His math skills. Didn't make the right choice there. Went to the triple 16, looks like. Looks like 34 scored. Joe Chaney 110 for the match here. 107 is still on. Triple 19 not going to go though. So Matt going to come back looking at 56.
82.
Should have single 16 for tops. We hit double 24 now. Double 12.
Yeah, second.
There it is. Gets it done. Nice. 5-1. Matthew Howells gets it done there. 20 dart leg. Gonna be happy with that one. We're gonna give him a nice little bingo, baby.
Baby, let's go!
Nice shot, man. Nice shot. 180. Kicks it off 56 and 2. Double.
53.
Having a hard time after that leg. I'm having a hard time after that leg seeing who
95.
is the pro, who's the Joe. Mel Craven, how you doing? Glad to see you in here. Todd Martin, Patty Maloney. Thank you for the like and share. Goose in here. Trevor Boone. Thank you all so much.
42.
$81.
Thanks, Jeremy. He was 4 years old when he done those videos. He's now 6, missing his 2 front teeth, and
140.
I'm telling you, you're growing up quick, man. I'm never gonna get rid of those videos. They're always gonna be
55.
so innocent, so little. It's crazy how quick they grow up. Once again, check out Shot Darts for all. They call them
4.
Dartesians, I think is how you say it. That's how I say it anyway.
125.
But they are artists with the darts, basically. Their darts are a work of art, so definitely check out the shot line. They also have shafts. The new Koi carbon shafts just came out not too long ago. They have your conversion points, anything you need. Shot Darts has it. Check out shotdarts.com for your local or your nearest shot retailer.
95.
Chainsaw 91 here for the match. What? No, I'm not going. It's too late.
31.
I'm not.
Yeah, first start.
First start. Back-to-back
Shot
legs.
Baby, let's
Matthew
go!
House showing us how it's done here. 16 dart leg for Matt. Not going to Hopstad.
85.
Matt finding his groove here, showing some class.
60.
Don't call it a comeback. Uh-oh.
22.
There it was, the maximum.
100.
He finally got it done. We've been talking about it.
81.
The maximum. That's where it's at right there. Joe Chaney. First one of the night. So one maximum apiece. Oh,
76.
did not.
49.
Joe gonna kick on here. 185 playing 264.
65.
41.
Eighty. Yeah, first start.
First
Amazing.
start. Joe gets it done there. So there you go. Joe Chaney, 6-2 winner. Matt coming alive there in the last couple legs. Matt, good legs there, man.
Thank you. It's just the nerves. Like, wow, that was intense.
Yeah, it does kind of creep up on you for the first time coming on. A lot of people will say, that it takes them a while to get used to really not, that feeling of people watching you play, right? So
Yeah.
once you forget about that, it's like, oh, it's just another game of darts. But hey, man, you played well there. First round of the match, kick off with a 140. So
Not taking anything away from Joe. That was an amazing performance. Ball finishes and everything. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah, and Joe, I think there for a minute he comes out with a 140. Joe's like, man, what I get myself into? I'm playing the sleeper here.
I'll tell you exactly what I thought, because I kept thinking, man, we should take a few warm-ups. And then I didn't. He nails the 140. I was like, shit, I should have took the warm-ups.
All right, man. Hey, Matt, it was a pleasure to have you on, man. Definitely glad to meet you. Hope to meet you sometime in person at a live event for sure.
Yeah, definitely, Jess, definitely.
And I want to give you an opportunity, Matt, before we go to give a shout out to anybody you want to give a shout out to. Your family, your wife, your friends, whatever you want to do, man. The floor is yours.
Sure. It's quite a long one. I got it written down.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Shot Darts, Emma and Isaac for doing this to me, and obviously you, Jason, like unreal, and Joe, like what a great game. It was amazing to watch you work. Like that was class. So my wife was throwing a viewing party at the Squamish Legion here in Squamish, BC. So hope they enjoyed it. Shout out to my number one fan. I know he's watching, Paul Saunders, the Pressure Dart Management Company. Everyone else I know that's just been so supportive, and hopefully they were watching. And it's been amazing so far. Like I said, I've only been playing just over a year, and the journey's great. I've met some incredible people. The last thing I can say is if there's any other Joes out there, like I highly recommend applying to be on here. You sign up for free on shotdarts.com, and it's, like I said, been amazing.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm so glad you enjoyed the experience. It was, your enthusiasm and, from the get-go, from the first time we got on the call here tonight, it was just, Can tell you're pumped up for it, man. Looking forward to it, and it's awesome. Definitely awesome to hear that in your voice, and have someone looking so forward to playing Joe for sure.
For sure, yeah.
All right, Joe, I'm gonna kick it over to you, man. Let you give a shout out to your sponsors as well. I know you just done it last night, but we're gonna let you do it again, and then let you guys get off here. I know, Joe, you have an early morning tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I thank Stephen Foster with Phoenix Sports and Apparel. That's Canadian-based company. Rachel Smith, which is Jeff the Silencer Smith's wife, who's the designer for those guys. PicklePigDarts.com with Tom Bush. Shot Darts, obviously. And Nozomi Nishikawa with Fit Flight.
There you go, man. Well, always a pleasure to have you, Joe. Can't wait to see you and hang out with you again. You may had enough of me from Indianapolis, but you get another weekend with me, so I know you're looking forward to that.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, gentlemen. Hey, man, thanks so much, Matt. Thanks, Joe. You guys have a good night.
Yeah,
and
thanks, both.
we'll be talking to you guys soon.
Enjoyed it. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, guys. Take care.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to do something real quick. I'm going to stay live for a few minutes. Joe Chaney, 6-2 winner over Matthew Howells. Matt put up a good fight there. Thanks for Joe. Thanks to Joe for coming on last minute. Big shout out to Matt. His enthusiasm definitely could tell from the get-go. So thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to like the stream. Make sure to check us out on YouTube as well, where these will be posted. They will stay there. So Bearded Dart Guy on YouTube. I'm going to do something real quick for Shot Team. Emma, if you're still in here, can you let me know if you're still here, Emma, please? Joe Chaney is the man. Sorry, Jeremy, I didn't get to say hello. Didn't get to say hello to Joe for you, but I'm sure he'll watch this back. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Joe Chaney, your 6-2 winner. I had to go try out something for the Shot Team, but yeah, we may be back tomorrow. We may not. I don't know. I need to reach out to Jake Taylor and Jim Long and see if we're going to set that match up for tomorrow. But if not, make sure to tune in this weekend to Bull Shooter on Facebook. They will be live. That's where I will be playing at. It's soft tip, but we will be there all weekend long. Until next time, guys and gals, Bearded Dart Guys out. See you.